Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name's James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2016 Nissan Navara Tekna. It's a 2.3 DCI, 190 brake horsepower. It's done 69,000 miles and it's got full Nissan service history. So we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now. We find them really popular because it means that you can view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here in person. I'll aim to go around the vehicle to show you any marks, any scratches, any dents. Look at obviously the wheels and the tyres, we'll look at the tread depths, but also we'll look inside, look at the functionality of the vehicle as well, show you everything working as if you were here. Then we'll look under the bonnet and finally we'll show you the chassis and then obviously the spare wheel and everything else. There's a few things worth mentioning before we continue. I am recording the video in HD, so whatever you're watching it on, just make sure it's on the best possible setting to view it on. Obviously you want to make sure that you can appreciate as best as you can. If after you've watched the video you're happy with what you see and you want to go ahead and buy it, a small deposit will secure the vehicle and we can deliver the vehicle anywhere in the world. Obviously in the UK it's much easier. I just need a postcode from you and we can give you a price. You'll find it very reasonable and it works out well. Obviously worldwide, just need to know which port you want to go to and we can get your price from there. Again, also once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see, you want to do a finance application. Application takes about 5 or 10 minutes and we can usually get you a decision within an hour. Really competitive rates at the moment. And obviously there's lots of different options in regards to deposits. Give us a shout and we'll have a chat about that. Right, so without further ado, we'll start with the bonnet. We'll work our way around from there. Obviously make note, obviously if you want to see something in a bit more detail, all my contact details will be on the very last page. Okay, so the bonnet. I did just spot it's been sat here for a few minutes and already there's still a few little bits just falling on top of it off the tree. We've got a couple of very small stone chips, as you can see, tiny. All vehicles have got them, but obviously we want to show you, make sure you understand what it is you're buying. Headlights. Great condition, there's no damage. Front bumper. Got a small stone chip there. And there's a couple of little marks there as well. A little one there as well. That's about it. Passenger wing. No dents, good condition. So passenger front wheel and tyre. We've got a cross contact Continental tyre and the wheel is in good condition. There's a little bit of burring on the front wheel. I'm not sure if it's burring or if it's that one there feels like lift, you know, because it's the laser edging. Tyre is in fantastic condition, lots of tread, got to be at least 10 mil I would have thought. Okay, so let's work our way down the passenger side. Paint's really nice and clean, there's no obvious damage. There's a little tiny mark, and that is being super picky. I think that would come off. Yeah, nice and clean. There's no obvious other bits on it. There's a tiny little bit on the door there. You see that? It is minuscule. Rear quarter. top of the tub. There's no damage I can see. There's no paint missing. There's no scratches. There's no marks. So passenger side rear wheel and tyre. Again, it's a matching Continental tyre, and this time the alloy is perfect. I'd say matching tread depth as well, about the same. Maybe a tiny little bit less, maybe 8 or 9 mil. Thought I just caught, there's like a little tiny dint there. Can't make it show. I don't think it is one, is it? I think it's just me. No, I can't see it. Okay, so, oops, just reverse that back. Glasses are good. There's no hazing on it, there's no fluids inside. It's just nice and clean. Rear door. Is in great condition. There's no dents or damage. This one's got reversing sensor, and also it's got the 360-degree camera. I can show you that working in a few minutes' time. So in the back, nice and clean, minus a bit of bird poo and a few leaves. Nice and clean. Oh no, as it's been parked here, we've got an extra added bonus of a bit of bird poo, but I can get rid of that before you buy it, I promise. So rear lens, apart from a bit of poo, is in good condition. There is a bit of a, you know, the lip that is on the light is just slightly cracked, but it's not actually damaging the lens. That wouldn't affect the MOT, so it wouldn't affect its use. Okay, so rear quarter, driver's side is in very good condition. I can't see any damage, I can't see any marks, I can't see any scratches. There is a tiny dint. You see that? It is. It is tiny. It won't actually show on the camera, it's there somewhere, but it is minuscule. Paint's in fantastic condition. So look at the rear wheel and tyre. So driver's side rear wheel and tyre, again Continental tyre, wheels in great condition. Matching to the other side, 8-9 mil, something like that. Loads of tread. Let's have a quick look on the roof. Roof skin's in very good condition, there's no damage, so it's obviously not had anything on the roof or anything carrying. So look at the back window. Glass is in good condition, all the bodywork's in great condition around the sides as well. Sometimes when you put things in the back, you know, they bang and it can sometimes damage them. There's nothing like that at all. Right, so let's go down the driver's side. Hopefully, as you can see from that mirror shot, there's no dents that are obvious. The paint's in great condition. Paint's in great condition all round, actually. So there's nothing on the doors that I can see. What's this here? There's a tiny, that looks worse than it actually is from there, but there's like a little bit of paint left, I suppose. It is tiny though. There's a little bit there as well. But in the whole scheme of things, if you look at it like that, you cannot see it. You cannot see it. It's not bad. Front wing. Great condition. Zoom that out, sorry. There's no damage on there. So finally, front wheel and tyre. Wheel's got a little bit of burr on it again on that corner. I'll show that in a second. It's a matching Continental tyre. So the great news is that it's got a full set of Continentals all round, which are in fantastic condition. It has got a little bit of rubbing on there. Tyre is opposite to the other side, it's probably 10 mil. Loads of tread. So windscreen, there's no damage, there's no cracks, there's no chips. Okay, so onto the interior. These vehicles, they have got keyless entry, keyless go, so as long as you've got your key in your pocket, which I have, and then you can lock it and unlock it with that button there. So driver's door, you've got 4 electric windows. You can lock your windows and lock your doors. Electric folding mirrors, and then your mirror control as well. Let me zoom out. Driver's seat is electric, so it can go forwards, backwards, comes all the way up and all the way down. So if you're short, tall, whatever, then you know you can make the seats work for you. Backrest goes forwards and backwards, and also if you watch this part here, you can see that you can actually pump that up so you can make it comfortable for you no matter what. So the seats are in good condition. I can see there's a little bit of a rip there. It's not bad, but it is there. It's obviously in a situation, it's in a place where you wouldn't see that normally, to be honest with you, but it's there. But actually the leather is actually in really very good condition. Don't understand how that's happened. Bolsters are really nice and firm. They jump in. Excuse me. Hay fever at the minute, don't worry, I've not got anything else. On the right hand side, you've got your voice command and telephone control, and then this part here is your cruise control. To the left is your media centre, so volume, etc. Everything works as it should. It's a 7-speed automatic gearbox with manual override as well to the left. Start it up. So foot on the brake, press the start button, fires into action, no problem at all. Let's turn that down. Down here, excuse me, down here we've got your heated seats, high and low, perfectly working, no problem at all. 4-wheel drive system. They do say that you can do it while you're driving. Personally, in my opinion, on these boxes, I'd stop, pop it in park, you push it in, twist it around, and then you've got 4 high, 4 low, 2-wheel drive. You've got hill descent, and you can also lock and unlock your vehicle from there as well. If you look further down here, let me zoom that in, just bear me a second. You've got USB and auxiliary, so you can charge your phone from there, and then obviously also you can talk to your phone can talk to your media centre as well. You got your nav with map. Also, some things that people didn't realise is you've got an eco score, but also you can click on my apps. If you click on that, you can have Facebook, you can have Google search, TripAdvisor, everything basically. Up here, don't know how it's happened, but it's like a little bit of lift on the actual plastic. It's not bad, but it's there. It's also got a CD player, and it's got a slot there for your SD card if you want it as well. So lots of different options. Glove box. There is another 12-volt socket down there as well. So look at the passenger seat. So the passenger seat's really nice and clean. Bolsters are nice and firm. The material's nice and clean as well. No problems at all on that. I can tell you as well, as an ex-smoker, it's definitely not been smoked in. It smells nice and clean. There's no whiffs of anything. It just smells clean. In the back, again, all the seats are fantastic. These do lift up, so if you wanted to have like a extra space like a van, you can do that if you prefer. Headlining, again, everything's really nice and clean. There's no damage. Spectacles holder. There's also the cubby hole up at the top with an extra 12-volt socket as well. What else to sell? Nothing inside. Let me switch it off. I'll just show you through the back door. Let's pop the bonnet. So door card's in good condition. There's a little bit of damage there. Don't know what that is. Maybe they've carried something in the back and it's just caught it. But inside the back, it's actually really clean. Smells nice again in the back. Good view from the front, for the front. Shut that. Pop the bonnet. Okay, so under the bonnet, as I mentioned before, it's got full Nissan service history. It's been well maintained. It's exceptionally clean underneath. All the belts look good. As you can see, the turbo is exceptionally clean. There's no sign of any oily residue at all. Everything looks spot on. All the fluids look nice and clean as well, as you can see. Okay, let's have a quick look underneath. Okay, so you can see there's no signs of any oil leaks. Everything's really nice and clean and dry. Chassis looks good, obviously. Got none of those problems. Let's have a quick look at the spare. So the spare is a Continental as well, as you can see by the tread, and it's a full size. So, okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything you could potentially need to see, as if you were here in person, maybe a little bit more. And hopefully you've got enough information to be able to make a purchase today. So, obviously, if you need any contact information, you want any more information or details, if you want to go ahead and buy it, all my contact details will be at the last page. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.